This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello and happy Sunday. I'm Nohelani Graff with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona on this first day of November. Here's what we're tracking today. A deadly crash is under investigation this morning. 2 people killed and a DPS trooper hurt after that trooper's car was rear-ended. This happened Saturday afternoon on the Loop 202. DPS tells us the trooper was pulled over to the shoulder near Kyrene Road when another car smashed into them from behind. Both the male driver and the female passenger were pronounced dead at the scene. The trooper was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. It is unclear if speed, distraction, or impairment were factors here. We're also working to get more information on another deadly crash, this one happening overnight near Northern and 19th Avenue. We do know at least one person was killed in this accident, and drivers were asked to avoid the area for some time. A 17-year-old is fighting to survive this morning after a shooting in Levine. This happened just before 2 a.m. on Saturday near 19th Avenue in Thomas. Police say there was a party in a vacant warehouse. It's unclear how the shooting started, but we do know that 3 people in all were hurt. The one person in critical condition, as well as a 17 and 18-year-old who are both expected to recover. Developing this morning, DPS troopers are investigating a rollover crash that sent at least 2 people to the hospital. This one happening on the Loop 101 West at Thunderbird in Peoria just before about 2 a.m. Sunday morning. We're told 2 cars collided, one of them rolled, and then both vehicles ended up in a ditch and in really bad shape. Troopers say 2 to 3 people were ejected from the cars and taken to the hospital. Miraculously, no major injuries were reported, but investigators are looking into impairment. Cases of coronavirus here in Arizona are continuing to surge. The state health department reporting more than 1,900 cases on Saturday. The total number of confirmed cases now nearing 246,000, and the percent of tests coming back positive is at 14%. The state also reporting 45 more deaths as a result of the virus, with more than 5,900 lives lost in Arizona so far. The Navajo Nation also seeing a spike once again. The tribe reporting 59 new cases on Saturday and 3 more deaths. You might remember early in the pandemic, the Navajo people were the hardest hit group in the country. Tribal leaders are continuing with strict enforcement to try and curtail the numbers, including another 56-hour weekend lockdown, which is still in effect through Monday morning. The USL Championship match between the Phoenix Rising and Tampa Bay that was scheduled for tonight has been canceled. They're not even going to postpone it after more positive COVID-19 tests were detected among the Rowdies team in Florida. The season will end with both teams being champions of their respective conferences. With the election just days away, don't be surprised to see a USPS truck in your neighborhood today. Postal Service will be working overtime to deliver ballots before the election. That includes Sunday in a lot of places where we don't see mail carriers. Carriers will also be collecting mail early Monday and Tuesday. Here in Arizona, it was recommended to have your ballot in the mail by last Tuesday to ensure it's counted in time. So you should not mail it in, but you can still drop it off at a secure voter drop box. And there are more locations opening this weekend, including State Farm Stadium, Hohokam Stadium, Sloan Park, Goodyear Ballpark, as well as Tempe Diablo Stadium. Look at that Sunday most accurate forecast. It's still going to be nice hiking weather, but you might want to get out there sooner than later. A cool start to the morning in the 60s. By midday, we're in the mid 80s already, and we will reach the 90s before that sun sets at around the 5:30-ish hour. So just try to hydrate and keep that hike earlier in the day if you can. We'll top out at 93 today in Phoenix, 90s to our south and off to our west. We'll be in the 80s in Sedona and close to that across the rest of the Verde Valley area. 70s north of the rim today, mid 70s in Winslow. We'll see light breezes across the high country around 5 to 15 miles an hour. Here in the valley, sustained winds around 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour, kicking in right around lunchtime. Breezes continue through Monday, as do temperatures in the 90s, staying in the low 90s for the rest of the work week, and then the 80s look to make their return next weekend. Remember, you can always stay up to date with the latest headlines, weather, and traffic by going to our website, abc15.com, and also downloading our ABC 15 app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. straight up.